The anime starts with two assassins on their mission to eliminate 6 important members of a mafia. One of them is a legendary assassin, without his name not being revealed, and the other is a young new assistant named Clarice. After eliminating the 6 key members of the mafia as per the contract, the assassin wraps up and tells Clarice to immediately escape. However, Clarice is not satisfied because there are still important members of the mafia remaining. She worries that if they are not eliminated, the mafia will continue their wrongdoings. The assassin makes it clear that he is not a hero of justice and just doing his work as per the contract. He orders Clarice to immediately get in the van. He notices a drone spying on them and quickly gets inside the van. Soon, a car full of guards chases after them while firing multiple rounds of bullets. Just before the car explodes, they successfully avoid any encounter with the guards. Until sunrise, the assassin plans to rest, because at night, because of the drone's infrared vision, they will be easily detected. Clarice asks the reason he became an assassin. He reveals that since his birth, he was raised to be an assassin by the organization. And for his entire life, he has worked for the organization like a tool. Clarice is not satisfied and asks how can he like to be someone else's tool. He explains that he doesn't possess any emotions to feel bad or good. He is a tool for the organization and that's a fact. The assassin understands that he is getting old and reveals that this was his last mission. After it, he decides to train beginner assassins just like her. Clarice's ego gets hurt and tells that she has been trained by a top assassin organization. Just then, with his quickness, the assassin points a gun at Clarice's forehead. He asks why her gun is being pointed at her. Clarice is in shock and confused. She replies that she doesn't know. The assassin asks why she let her guard down with him. Why did she assume he will not kill her? All these reasons are enough to prove her immaturity. He gave Clarice's gun back to her and tells her to sleep. As he lies, Clarice takes out the gun and points it at him. The assassin hears the noise and tells Clarice to put the gun back and get some rest. However, just like he did with her, Clarice asks why did he assume that she will not kill him? Why did he let his guard down? The assassin then reveals that the gun she is holding doesn't have any ammo. Because when he gave it back, he emptied the magazine. With a disappointed look, he tells her to not prove him right again about her immaturity, and just get some rest. Clarice is speechless. The next morning, he receives the information regarding their safe escape route along with fabricated names. They board the plane. After a few minutes of flying, suddenly a huge explosion happens. The news is quickly aired about their plan being hijacked. Clarice is in worry and asks the assassin if he knows anything about the hijack. The assassin knows that the organization is behind this. And by fooling everyone into thinking this is a hijack, they are actually planning to get rid of him. After all, this was his last mission and no assassin organization would want to leave any trace behind. He checks the cockpit and witnesses that every single pilot is being killed by the fighter jet. He tries to take over the planned command, however, he is unable to. With death in front of his eyes, he is kind of honored to receive this kind of ultimate death. The fighter jet then fires a missile, leading to everyone's deaths. The assassin is half unconscious. He understands the motive behind his assassination, but deep inside he is frustrated. For his entire life he was loyal to the organization, but end up being betrayed. He wished to be deserved a little better. As he continues sinking into the depths of an endless ocean, a hand reaches out to him followed by a bright light engulfing his vision. The next, he wakes up in front of a goddess. Before explaining the motive she summoned his soul, the goddess laughs to see an assassin getting assassinated. After calming down, she reveals the reason she has summoned him is to fulfill her request. The assassin is quick to understand and asks who she wants him to kill. The goddess is impressed and reveals that she wants him to assassinate a chosen hero of a magical world. The assassin will be reincarnated in a world where magic exists. Despite being reborn, he is allowed to keep his previous life memory. He accepts the offer. Because this time, he wants to live for himself rather than as a tool for others. The goddess shares all of the knowledge about the new world and tells him that at the age of 18, he is required to kill the hero. He asks the reason she wants the hero to be eliminated. She explains that after 16 years of the assassin's birth, the hero will defeat the demon lord and save the world. However, after 18 years, the hero will plunge into the evilness of power and will end up destroying the world. Out of curiosity, the assassin asks if he can kill the hero before turning 18 years of age. The goddess refuses because the demon lord can only be killed by the hero. And he has to wait until then. At last, he asks if the world can be saved without killing the hero. The goddess smiles at this question. And dares him to do it if he thinks it's possible. Now as for the last step, the goddess presents him with 123,851 skills. From this, he is allowed to pick any 5 skills for each rank category. With the information, the assassin knows the hero is born with 3 skills, with 5 of them being S-class and the remaining being A-class. Understanding he is at a great disadvantage, he carefully chooses his 5 skills. Using the information the goddess shared with him, the first skill he picks from the S rank category is Rapid Recovery. This will allow him to increase the recovery rate of stamina, mana, healing, and everything else. The second skill he picks from the A rank category is Spell Weaver. This will allow him to create his own spells that do not even exist in that world. The third skill he picks from the B rank category is Limitless Growth. It will allow him to grow his skills without any limits. The fourth skill he picks from the C rank category is Martial Arts. For an assassin, it is a must skill to deal with close combats. And the fifth skill is from the D rank category. The assassin is surprised to see this level of skill sitting in the D rank. He picks it up. However, the skill's name has not been revealed yet. As for the attributes, out of fire, wind, earth, water, light, and dark, he chooses the 4 main elements. With everything being done, the goddess then starts the reincarnation of him to a noble family, named Tuade. And in it, he will be raised as an assassin. The assassin is born as an infant. With Kian as his father and Esri as his mother, he is named Lu Tuade. His father is an assassin and hopes Lu to become one too, so that he can help in getting rid of evilness from this kingdom. Esri fears for Lu's life because she doesn't want to lose his second son too. Kian assures her to not worry because this time he will make sure their child is completely ready before sending him on a mission. It's been 7 years since his birth and Lu has honed his hunting skills quickly by using his memory and maturity from his previous life. After hunting, Lu decides to cook the food himself despite his mother insisting to do it for him. The reason Lu cooks is that for an assassin it is necessary to know how to survive and cook food for himself in any living condition. Also, if he is required to spy as a chef, he should be able to blend in. The lunch is ready and the family eats it together. Just like every time, the food is incredibly delicious. And they have a lovely family time together. After lunch, as ordered by his father, Lu goes to the basement. He strips and demonstrates the different styles he has learned until now. This is to measure the muscle growth and motion of his joints so that Kian can modify the training regimen as required. Lu's family, Tuade, are hired assassins, for the royal palace and secretly execute anyone who threatens the royal family. In front of the rest of the world, they are just a noble family who excels in medical skills. And Lu is trained to learn both medical and assassin skills to inherit Tuade's legacy and continue serving the royal family. After Lu's inspection is complete, Kian is astonished to see such a remarkable muscle growth despite Lu being so young. He decides to give Lu the mystic eyes of Tuade. This is a secret ability only passed on to the next generation of Tuade. It will allow Lu to see from distance even in low light with clarity, and also allow him to see the amount of mana a person possesses. For an assassin, there is no greater skill than this. After the surgery, finally, after a very long time, Esri is enjoying her time as a mother. Since Lu's eyes are covered as an after effect of the surgery, Esri feeds her son after a very long time. Kian comes and decides to see the progress of Lu's eyes. He opens the blindfold and tells him to slowly open them. The surgery is a success. With Lu's mystic eyes, he is easily able to see far across the land of Tuade. Kian tells Lu that just like promised he has contacted a teacher for Lu to learn magic. And the teacher will be coming after a week. Lu is excited and looking forward to meet the teacher. Consider liking and subscribing this channel if you enjoyed the recap. Have a wonderful day ahead.